Renegade. But there, man. Renegade is here. We not fear. Keep it real and honest round here. No top line going here. Yes, man. Tell us we're forward back. I want a dangerous store. Only spend millions of taxpayers' money. Yeah? And I do bogus government ads. Jlp ads, you know, advert. Yeah? And we're going to play, I couldn't hear it. We're going to play, I couldn't hear it. And this is illegal too, you know, by the way. Yeah? The guy, everything we own is too. He must do something illegal in the thing. So you have spent government money now. I'm going to play them and you're going to hear this point too now. Hey, Mr. ECJ, you have to move up to, you know. Because you have a liar woman down there chat one bag of bullshit. You have to point out she. Me have to point her out. Yeah, me tell you it's a different darling now. When you two be a face, man. When you two be a face. See? And your Holness, I use taxpayers' money, the government, I use taxpayers' money around Jlp ads. Jlp advert. And she come from there and Jackson Miller and chat one bag of bullshit, like she not hear. Never play it now, I couldn't hear it. Yeah? This is illegal. It's illegal, by the way, yes. And Mary with valves. Me see how they on a road about milk bank and I talk about Kiapi. And say woman at work. You know, see the thing, men at work, ma'am. Well, something I'm going to just read where you have a phone, man. Before you put out some things, man. Read, man. Eh? And by the way, dead man, we are asking again because remember tonight, you know, at the Titans, and I have a brethren, especially boy did go Cuba, got trained. And he man come talk what the benefit and everything. He didn't want to talk today. Yes. But he might talk later. Remember where people all over the place, you know? Yes. So man come up, they come deal with it. Yeah, man, hey Thompson. Our brain no good. I'm gonna show you that. I'm a matter of fact, I'm married. I put you in front of the class, because the back of class too much. I'm gonna start it with you. Yeah? I'm gonna start my show now, because I'm gonna start it with you. Anne-Marie Woodvalls. I have Darrell Pump Valls and Pumps. So, Pumps, boy, Woodvalls, our brain said no right, brother. No, sir. Our brain said no right. See, she'll look upon the thing and she'll read it. She said men at work. She said women at work. Like somebody tell her, stop it. Stop the foolishness. Then she jump like chick man chick. But the big thing one is how Andrew, all the wrongs him do, him still a double down on it. Then he a dead man at talk about the boss make observer, one of the fool. Eh? In the last fiscal year, we lose like 18 billion. What a loss in the boss team. And government have put 11.8 billion. It's there. Them read it out in the budget. In all, we gone over 100 billion from 2016. It's there. So why you make dead man? Why hey, observer, need for fire Junker Jacket wife. Because when you put out these things where easy the facts check, it all make you look bad. When I observe it, when I look bad. When you to run out of steam, like where the paper that loop. When you to run out of steam like loop, continue to spread your propaganda and rumors. You're easy for facts check and who I write not know. Me I say we keep it real round here, no tabloid. So when anything want to put out and it's wrong, me I expose you. Yeah. You understand? Me I expose you. Let me start me show. I show the corruption with Andrew Holness now. Let me start my show right now. Come in and play with them, you know. Now I'm with them. Let me start my show.
some we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump some we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people like the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? Over there, man.
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for so.
Serious
It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for so.
Yo, politician, for the evilest mission, who know we blame. True money and power and fame. We're gonna find up the youth, them really down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes, and buy them.
Yeah, man. Hey, you see, Gloria. Samuel, when I say Andrew Holness, Samuel does say is a curse to Jamaica, of course. But let me tell you something. He's a curse, you know. But by them for put you up is a blessing for politics. Let me tell you why. Because you go there, when they get to that eventide, you want to dig it up, but you show you all you play dirty politics, man. Hey, JP, blame and Holness for everything on the say I come out now. With the man in the wilderness, you are clamor them. Blame and Holness. He mash up on the party. He expose the party with the corruption and everything with them are going with. Within 28 bank account, the amount of money, him to be a face. Then when him know him go back in the past all the while. And even in the Bible tell them, say you don't go back. In the Deuteronomy 18 verse 11 tell us say. Eh? Yes. So you don't go back and make your child cross a fire or something and they don't when tell us say. Eh? Deuteronomy 18 verse 11. When I put it up for me and tell him what you tell him say. Him think we don't know in Bible. So you all the while you go back in a history where you don't know. And you know see the work where the great PMP and PM them set. You never know. You never know they must be part of the side about no even tied home down. And kill one hey, the party and murderer too, you know. When the dangerous, you know. Yeah, wanna work with CI, wanna mash up the place. Wanna do everything then wanna tell lie and what have you and try to spin it. Hey, the guy named Vincent, I'll him to him for charge for treason too, you know. The reason why I'm so done, you know, when Monday bring in Jamal, they are clap it. I know young people, yes. No, him wreck the party, you know. Because hey, digital. To him come out with the one of this now, we have to fact check him all the time. Yeah. And when you fact check him, it open them up to everything what them do. Him always dark there in the 70s. 18.5 years. It build the place. When I talk about I build the place. Even dark father-in-law come out, come tell life and Norman Monday. Notice me play Monday, what Monday do? Sir Monday, Norman. So what them do, in time you have to come now, you show the people them a fact check. Keep them read on here. So him go back instead of him sure worry about the way not do nothing. But them a rob up the country. Them always a go back and a tell lie. And them not realize if you tell lie, but it's simple, we have a big program to just fact check it. Oh no look. Make us start from that one here. Then we are going to Andrew. I show them say Andrew use up the money. But when we start from a little one here, fear brain not good. Pum balls. Hey, draw back feet now Jamal up the fear wife. Here. We don't look on this where she read. Look here. Look at
at work.
I need some action.
Look at
My East Portland family.
Actions.
Women at work.
when I see that up there, sir. When I can, me don't know. When I teach me to spell woman now, woman. Cause she say up there, sir. I work under you, sir, you know. I'm sure me say men at work, yes, sir. But she said a woman. How to spell woman again, people? No, how woman spell again? Let me play it back. And them a video, who have the camera dunce like her too, you know. Dunce! No, man. So who have the camera? Hey, I'll be a dunce back with. So who have the camera couldn't point and say, no, I'm cut it, it can't go out. Who put it up there? So some of them people don't have running people, man. This mark women at work that these people really vote for. So show me garbage, you know. Yeah? You understand? Digital, you know, they can't stop us, man. I wear the Titan brothers. See? No, let me play it again. Hold on. Can't remember, you know, I do tabloid. She me a play. Let me hear what she say. So let me read it. Read it. Come in and know as a woman spell. Hold on.
My East Portland family.
Actions.
Women at work.
I need some
Come back here. Come back here.
My East Portland family.
actions.
Women at work.
I need some action. Tender
Look.
satisfaction. My
You gotta play so dirty. Hey, this is not rolling up. This already you put in the cover. No, man. Eh? No, at this time, vote for. Remember, you know, put out there to come show you. People put this is asphalt on the hell. Hey, this is the club. You know, government make no sense neither. Me no see no woman at work on that, you know. Eh? You strongly believe so I'm all and what attack and write it down. Eh? Women at work. And she'll show it. She'll show it. Look what she's showing now, people. Look how she full food. Look here.
They're in Comfort Castle. And as you can see, the road.
Look on the road there. Hey, people. Them put the command upon you so how it bump up, how it look. This no roll press, this already yet, you know. If you put the little tire over this, you know, pay the little tire, it don't make no sense. I waste some money, you know. Waste some money. This is what them are do. Remember now she have fixed this kind of people. And nobody can run upon the road. Ask them what them do. Women at work, what want to do? Eh? Nobody can do so. None. The cameraman will do this. I would say them are edit this and put it up here. Them are share the same thing. Eh? Where say I not in a different world. I look how she can jump out and carpet now. Look here, look here.
Mall to go up to Millbank. I told you all that I was not going to stop until the road, the carpet reached Millbank, and we are on our way. How you feel when you know say Millbank soon get carpet?
Oh, people know, hey, when I have a quick, you know, man, got me case call election, yeah, man. I make them put in real people now, I said, no sick head. Eh? Yeah. This, we don't even know. But this bad door. Eh? No, man, this bad. Women at work. Eh? Boy, I put her outside. Look how she got now at this. Hey, Portland on a hey. He's Portland, I want my father bury him brother and sister them, you know. Him brother and him sister, my auntie, my uncle and them thing that my father bury her East Portland, you know. She not supposed to there, so I go say, you know. She not supposed to there East Portland, you know. My uncle and my auntie them and my father bury her Portland. See what my cousin does the other day and bury up there. So Laurie does bury there last week. I'm a father niece, you know. My father bury that time. See? She just buried last week. Out there, you see, they have family plot up there in a Portland. And if you see them leave from Harbor, them come here, so. And with them bag of foolishness, people from run away. Them just pass both beer this morning. And I can't tell, let me play with them pass both beer, say. Because when I say when I pass, both beer go. Them say them advertise fish headless, and the one of them say them go to Porty. Remember make a ear with them a pass and say right now. Remember said the eagle have think, hey, me there everywhere, you know. They can't manage me, you know. Hear this. Yeah.
So I want some here, the fire rate them a pass through like they don't fear me here with Fitz, Oscar, Henry, and all of them ministers them are come up Portland. They're under pressure, you know. And you know, they them attack, you know. We protect our children with bus after bus after bus. You protect children with all bus. You protect children with bus where US now and you protect children with bus where left on left hand side where you have to go spend money to put in on right hand side. Them, you know, say them people are some stink of them, man. Them people are them for boy, you know, man. Them for boy, man. Them full of shit, man. Bus after bus after bus. You advertisement, right?
Yeah, me answer. Yeah. Yeah, the ads there. Yeah, the ads there.
You advertisement, right?
Yeah, me all hear them. Can I tell you something I do? You know, I'm a plate phone. Me I show you something I do tablet. Me I hear all the ads. Yeah.
Licky and love and
Yeah.
Bus after bus. And show a meal from that. But them are going about bus after bus after bus. Dirty, nasty shit house them. You know, me say that me are dying to see the party. Come out of power, yes, Brethren. God no, me say them fools. Some people, yes, some people just love and licky and love and out. You say, I'm dying to see the party at the back of the party.
And this is why I get all over the place. So when you hear them ads in the background when I play just now. Remember we there everywhere now, we have correspondent everywhere. Me tell them already, you know, they can't hide from me, you know. The eyes out there. When I watch Andrew Wallace now, you see now that my woman at rape. Let me get a little last touch. So she can't say we tell life on us.
My East Portland family. Women at work.
You see woman at work on that? Eh? You see woman at work on this? Come off of me thing and move from front of me, man. Hey, me do the anchor you do different thing, you know. Me run them off. Me not come like a CNN, you know. Me remove them up. When you know something, remove them up. Don't it? Fully done. Fully. She not different from James them. She not different from the Mia hey, you see the Mia from Moran Bay and the one at Porty. Remember, none of them no make nothing, you know. You put the two of them together, not even ag feeding, you know. Not even ag feeding. Dunce! That one they can't read and write none at all, you know. They make shoe shine. Ask him where I'm Abby. Where I'm Abby, if him ever Abby in a sea and, you know, go other places and with it. Ask him about him Abby. That's not supposed to be no me at all in Jamaica. The police, them up, they know about him. Because them are the same thing too. Yes. But yes, still my Mia. In a Marant here. The St. Thomas. So goddamn this, hey, me say, I be a that thing them doing that to Jamaica, you know. Burn down inventory home. Kill over 150. All woman. Blind on them thing that we just get power. And you can't blame the CIA. Because the CIA, they work with people on the ground. All the while opposition. When you see the other day, with over there, so over the name again, Venezuela. When you see it, don't. Yeah, when you see it. So, when you live through it and you see how them work. Move I want to put in this, your position for Guani. But our people, them, I'm going to ask Bushrat, if some of the jelly him take it and rub it and sprinkle it to and black off and cut the card. because him name calling. So asking them to charge for treason. Anybody will sell out. No, not because of election, but you sell out that with people then. And the thing them release, if you charge for treason, brother. Yeah, man. And they square them feature. And but I know one of them. Ask Queenie if him did about. Ask Charles them if them did about and Cougar. Ask Mike Henry. Ask the older one them. Ask them. Ask even Bruce. Can they band the loose? You understand? When them sit down and reveal it in our worries, you know. Worries. But I saw them trick people. I'm going to start with that one, you know, where you use taxpayers' money. More to listen this good. Listen this good.
Been running, and the opposition, in fact, issued a statement expressing.
I said, oh, I'm going to ask them. I said, I'm outside. Well, where are you back in here? Go outside. Sure. I was doing, man. I said, I'm outside. All right, gonna listen this. Everybody concerned about this, you know. Very important. Yeah.
And people have been talking about this issue of government ads that have been running, and the opposition, in fact, issued a statement expressing concern. What are we talking about? Let's listen into one.
Listen.
We don't want to have a security force where people fear our police more than they fear gunmen. Every officer here, what they really want when they walk out in their community is that people say, I want my son to follow in your footsteps. They want respect, and they know they can't get that respect if people just fear them as though they fear criminals. So let us invest in building a security force that we can all be proud of. I want the security force that we are building to have ultimate and utmost respect for human rights. Let us make.
So let me show you something again. We have a security minister. When you used to do ads and the police now come do them thing or whatever, we're gonna do ads like that. Andrew Holness this himself attack and do ads, you know. Like him depend the pulpit, you know. Just listen him. We don't want a security after I tell people. So we are telling him, I'm going to tell people who murder and make sure come out and answer in a real time with our money, with Jlp ads. And I say, is that from the office of the Prime Minister? Or from government? No, it's a Jlp ads. You know them time I run Jlp ads. But you hear one where more even blatant than this. You hear this? We are talking about the security force that him answer in a real time. When people do ads, them use professional do advert, right? Andrew Holness himself. Yeah.
Our JCF, the force for good, the force to protect us. There were transgressions in the past. There are members of the force who.
I tell you about transgression in the past. What? You drop word pan. You don't know, you drop word pan some other transgression in the past. You don't know why you do this. This is how you do pan your pulpit all the time. Transgression in the past, this and that in the past. You're not supposed to even do this. Yes, so where am I do? But I use what taxpayers' money I do this. So you can say a government and then you spend the money on a child. But the message are not reach nobody. A man with 28 bank account with nearly $500 million, all non-statutory declaration are certified. Not supposed to chat to me neither. He's not supposed to chat to nobody. He must even depend the ballot. So him know, me never know, him all do ads now. Like him depend the pulpit. You understand? Just go and listen.
They haven't got the memo yet, but I'm certain that the system that is in place in the JCF with the new leadership and command, that when officers violate, they will be dealt with. This is a world-class policing institution that we are building, one in which you can be proud and one that will be an example for the rest of the region.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Well, you can't say Officer Prime Minister in a thing that you know have to say these things. You know, professional people said that with the police force and them that rule out something and say something. These are not arts. It's a political piece of shit, Jlp political thing. One where we are building back in the past. You don't want to know it even blatant more than this. Hear this.
So that ad has been aired on Radio Jamaica. It aired July 18, for instance. And let's give you an excerpt from another OPM ad. This one aired on Nationwide July 16, reacting to negative sentiments about the government.
This is probably the first government that almost every single day of the week could have a groundbreaking, a handing over, a contract signing, a commissioning, because enough things are going on in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness-led government. No.
So when say under the Andrew Holness, him is the candidate, you know. We're not supposed to depend. Him not support the ambush. Now make you hear what the woman I say. She's a piece of shit. She forget fired. She's a Jlp operative. The one down the ECJ. You hear what they say? That's why I'm cut the ribbon because they want to use it. Remember, this supposed to be an ads. You hear all the bell them are ringing out and the people them when use this Andrew Holness-led government. So you have him as a candidate. And I'm going to tell you it's a film-led government. And I'm saying when I thought this is not ads neither. These are not government ads. This is him I use as spend taxpayers' money and I do Jlp ads. Jlp is supposed to do them ads, not him I use taxpayers' money and I talk about government. This wrong. And him just identify it under the Andrew Holness-led government. Andrew Holness then put him up as a candidate right now. But you can hear what it done say from the government of Jamaica. This is illegal, you know. Everything that Andrew do, make a point to say pay illegal thing. Pay illegal thing. Yes. See? And you hear the woman come and talk it, you know, but she has that bullshit. You're going to rub out now. Let me play it back.
And one that will be an example for the rest of the region.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
So that ad has been aired on Radio Jamaica. It aired July 18, for instance. And let's give you an excerpt from another OPM ad. This one aired on Nationwide July 16, reacting to negative sentiments about the government.
This is probably the first government that almost every single day of the week could have a groundbreaking, a handing over, a contract signing, a commissioning.
But none of them are gone in place. That's why you do that. So Mr. say a politics in my play. That's why they do it. Any government will every day of the week have a groundbreaking, a contract, a cut ribbon. You think you can't trick nobody at Jamaica again? You trick hungry belly, wanga God people. Not the real people them in Jamaica. Yeah. And that again is an ex-conflict interest if I see them put down there. You hear this? This guy said this, and him said the Andrew Holness member. And you can hear she come up and say, well, the candidate, you know, you're not candidate name. The man I'll tell you under the Andrew Holness led. So Andrew Holness led, you have the government of Jamaica. You could go do something and say under Andrew Holness and I answer people too. I do answer when the opposition speak out. When the PMP speak, I do campaign, the PMP. You do answer them. And I place it to spend hundreds of millions of taxpayers' money in our ads. This is criminality. We not asking, we are telling him so this is criminality. Everything in Andrew Holness it have to be criminality. He must break the law for people come tell him. You understand? Yeah, man. No, but him love do it, you know, but we not even business when him want to do, you know. We don't got to point out the criminality with him because our government, you know, want to come answer and which government do this. That's why we have JIS and I'm sure what the government do. We not waste money do that. We don't take money by medication. And we have JIS who do free to hear on every TV and cable and every radio. Free to hear. Yeah? But instead, he might answer you. And you say that this stuff from the office of the government, see me, office of the Prime Minister. Yeah.
Because enough things are going on in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness-led government. Nothing.
Under the Andrew Holness-led, and the bell them ring. Then, you know, she says a shower advertisement, these people. You just hear what the woman down at the AC, the name EOJ say so. She forget fired. You hear them call her name.
So when they come to you with the negativity about not you may not see what is happening. So when you see groundbreaking, we have been working 2 years, 3 years before bringing.
That's a lie. So you worked 2 years, 3 years before. When you're going to go talk about water and the people, remember, you know, we know about water. We have the World Water Commission thing, we not sure yet. So I know how much money them spend for the year. Them have them own budget and them thing, brother. You're too lie. Stop the lioness. Remember me, I dissect everything we want to do around here. I'm tell you, say me, I turn it up. Remember me, I the man in the wilderness store and put me. You're too lie. The more you tell lie, the more me. I remember You make my work easier because I like when you tell the lie them do. Because I can show the people themselves be a lie I tell. You cannot be trusted, brother. Everything in your head is criminality. This are taxpayers' money I use. I do Jlp advert. And I say under the office of the Prime Minister, under the government. This is criminality. Continue.
In it through a process, and we have all kinds of projects, not in a pipeline. Our projects are on a track, so we have a train line of projects to come.
This message is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
So brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister. So this taxpayers' money I pay for Jlp adverting. That is that Jlp adverting. You never see Mama P do them things and nobody else do these things. Yeah, you are out there, you go and say the Jlp government, you do that by your platform. But the Office of the Prime Minister can't pay for these things. This guy come and him want to cut all ribbon because I tell you so that him that do, you know. Yes, in fact, remember, I can't preempt them. I know everything what them do, or them run out so them do, I can't point it out. Yeah, that little stupid woman down there, so now. I'm thinking that talk to her, here and out, because them illegal. And by the way, Big Mama, you not pay your taxes, all you get, remember, you know, Mark Golin, take note. Me keep my things them. Big Mama get ads from Andrew Holness. Big Mama get ads from Andrew Holness. From the government. Remember, if your tax not up to date, government can't get advert. Millions of dollars to advert. Cannot. That by itself are breaking the law. Let me just remind them. Yeah? All right. Let me just continue.
All right. Remember our WhatsApp line, 876-254-0693, 876-254-0693. Give us your first name and your general location. Want to hear your thoughts on this. As I mentioned, we're going to be hearing from different people, including a representative of the Jlp, a representative of the PNP as well. First, so let's bring in Director of Legal Affairs and Compliance at the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, Mrs. Fernell Daly. Mrs. Daly, thanks so much. Appreciate you talking to us.
Hi, Council. Thank you for having me, and visit your listeners as well.
Has the ECJ received any complaints in relation to the ads?
No.
Okay. Does it? I'm sorry, I missed the last part.
None has been brought to attention at all.
Okay. Is it something that the ECJ would regard as falling within its remit at all?
It is.
The ad? When you say fall within its remit,
okay.
What do you mean?
No, that's fine. Let me rephrase. In other words, the concerns that are coming, the concerns that I've been hearing that have been expressed to me by a number of quarters, including there's been a public statement from the opposition, is that government ads paid for by taxpayers' money being run during the election campaign season are a proxy for campaign ads, and therefore raise concerns about campaign financing, about using public money in this kind of oblique way. So is that something that the ECJ would regard as?
When you listen, she good enough, because she just put up herself as one of the top labor right, them one of the little can't plant them everywhere, you know. The place are very implant them, do witch hunting and plant them people everywhere. She forget fired too. She forget fired, and we look at if she do anything where we can't charge her and send her to prison too. She forget fired. Look here.
Falling within its remit, but I tell you what, I'm at the break, so let me take the break, come back, and then pick up with you. Thank you so much for staying with us. We continue with you on Beyond the Headlines. I'm Dion Jacksmiller. We're talking about some concerns that I've been hearing about government ads being run, paid for by taxpayers' money, and whether they constitute an unfair advantage in terms of essentially being part of the Jlp's political campaigning, albeit they're positioned as government ads. And to make the point, let me just replay again the one that we played before. As we said, this one is an excerpt from an ad that was aired on Nationwide on July 16.
This is probably the first government that almost every single day of the week could have a groundbreaking, a handing over, a contract signing.
So this is how I want to trick people too. The government can use this now for running him do him ad. You have a groundbreaking, a contract signing, but no work. For 10 years, he might do this fucking shit same way. 10. Not even one school. 10 years. And him do it because they want to use it in their campaign. And now, you know, understand the government shouldn't even vice, say, I do this, I spend the money, instead of the JLP spend it in a campaign ads, he might use my taxpayers' money and answer in a real time. This is criminality. What I hear what she has said, because she one of them too, you know. She identify herself. Listen.
Commissioning because enough things are going in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness led government. Enough things. So when they come to you with the negativity about not now going, you may not see what is happening. So when you see groundbreaking, we have been working 2 years, 3 years before bringing it through a process, and we have all kinds of projects, not in a pipeline. Our projects are on a track. So we have a train line of projects to come.
This message is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Right, and I specifically repeated that one because if you listen to it, you hear the bell ringing, which is a symbol, of course, of the Jamaica Labour Party. It sounds at least as if this was on a political party platform, hence the concern being raised. And just before the break, I was asking Director of Legal Affairs and Compliance at the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, Fernell Daly, if this is a matter the ECJ would regard as falling within its remit in terms of election monitoring. Yes, Mrs. Daly.
Me could hear what she has said, because she has nastiness, you know. She will get fired.
Again. So you will appreciate, and for the benefit of your listeners, that the ECJ is responsible for monitoring campaign finance. And the monitoring includes who pays for the contribution, who is contributing, and who cannot contribute, and also to ensure that the duties of the contributors are monitored and regulated. The legislation is very clear that a person or entity can contribute to a campaign.
Yes.
It is also very clear as to who cannot contribute. And I want to bring the attention of your listeners to the Representation of the People's Act that was amended in 2016. Section 5280 categorically states who cannot contribute to parties and candidates.
Yes.
A foreign or Commonwealth government, a public body.
So the government of Jamaica I do JLP campaign. You don't say a public body. You don't see all the while. All right? Because that's not a good, that's a JLP campaign, you know. Ads, you know. All right.
An entity whose existence is illegal, a person or entity whose identity is not disclosed, a person or entity who makes a contribution through an intermediary, or a person or entity who uses a false identity. Based on this provision in the legislation,
yes,
if we should go back to the ad that was played,
yes,
this provision categorically states that a public body, as defined by Section 2 of the Public Bodies Management Act and Public Bodies Management and Accountability Act, cannot contribute to a registered political party.
So all the office of the Prime Minister contribute to own this campaign. Because that's a campaign ad. Him call all them name. And you hear how she wicked like I labor right them deaf too, you know. And them go hear what them want to hear, you know, because she identify herself by this too. She forget fired, you know. Hear this.
Or a candidate. With that said, the ad that was played, yes, there were some inferences that may be drawn. However, at the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, we have to ensure that the report that we're getting, we have to ensure as well that we educate the public and remind them of their responsibilities as it relates to the legislation.
Yes, and we educate pump vase and wood vase from it to here, and then me are there. And Andrew, the whole of them, we educate them too. Yes, all right. Yes, it's just say men and call it women to here. Continue.
And I must say and must remind your listeners as well that the government have a responsibility to educate the public of their policies and programs.
But that is not education. That is tracing. And I say, some might have that sound like education to you, ma'am. You see where Shadow? She contradict herself. So the government, you know, she wants the government. I put ads that sound like an education. You don't want, you don't, look here. Let me stop all this. Hey, you forget fired, you know. You forget fired. Is the heart said, hear this. Tell me if this is an education and educational ads any at all. I have trace and you trace people at the labor right ads. But what are this? I'm soon complete this. Look this here.
Been talking about this issue of government ads that have been, so let's bring in, okay. Is it something that the ECJ would regard as falling within its remit at all?
The ad? When you say fall within its remit,
okay.
What do you mean?
This message is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
All right. Remember our WhatsApp line, 876-254-0693. Ad. This one aired on Nationwide July 16, reacting to negative sentiments about the government.
This is probably the first government that almost every single day of the week could have a groundbreaking, a handing over, a contract signing, a commissioning, because enough things are going on in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness led government. Enough things. So when they come to you with the negativity about not now going, you may not see what is happening. So when
that sound like this are educational ads to you. The tone and whatever, because that's a party thing in the pan preach. This sound like an educational ads to you. When this woman attack or she forget fired, you know. She forget fired, the man call him name. As a candidate. That's why he promote himself the Andrew Holness led administration, right? Yes. About you, she said the government, you know, have for educate, put educational ads. They said the man a trace way. The man a tell about them come with negative. Just because that's why we are contributing every day. This sound like an educational ads to you. If you go to school and a teacher deal with you, so you just sit in a class and listen to the teacher, man. Hey people, if you go to school and you just say something and you go to school and your teacher talk to you, them way there. Me a teacher, I want to go out with the negative and nothing. You don't listen to a teacher like this? Yeah, because she's a labor right operative. Remember play what she does say now. Move back that.
We have a budget to
play back.
We have to ensure as well that we educate the public and remind them of their responsibilities as it relates to the legislation. And I must say and must remind your listeners as well that the government have a responsibility to educate the public of their policies and programs. They have a budget.
That sound like Andrew Holness are educated about a policy and program. That's not a program. For what I can call Ruben is not program. And that is shown not a policy. That's why we listen to JS because JS package up the thing neatly and then we tell them, oh, 1 year. Me never hear them come out arrogant and chat one bag of bullshit. I'm not a fucking talk this for them pulpit when him preach to him JLP them. Eh? She come back it, she one of them. She forget fired. Hear this.
To educate the public of their policies and programs. The ad that was played did not name a candidate. It didn't.
What should I say, Kawai? It not name a candidate, please. Listen. Don't make after this year, you know.
We have been working 2 years, 3 years before bringing it through a process, and we have all kinds of projects, not in a pipeline. Our projects are on a track, so we have a train line of projects to come.
This message is
under the Andrew Holness led government.
Listen again.
Commissioning because enough things are going on in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness led government.
Listen again,
over a contract signing, a commissioning, because enough things are going on in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness led government. No.
Who is Andrew Holness? No, he's a candidate down there, so not somewhere in St. Andrew. No, he's the leader for the party. He's not run, he's not supposed to step on the ballot. So he said the name the candidate. He's a goddamn jackass. Them for fire you. No, Andrew Holness just a name himself. Eh? So tell me something now. When the money that give out to do ads, me know them that pay somebody, you know, like with a professional to do an advert. So who can collect the money? The Andrew Holness? This sound like a government ads to your woman. These are campaign ads. You forget fired. That's somewhere part. Hey, me can't see the word corruption them same time. You hear what the man say? Yeah. So the man name all himself and name of the candidate down the government. I am Paul Buchanan and Gov'T, right? Yeah.
Name a party.
Yeah.
To educate the public of their policies and programs. They have a budget to educate the public of their policies and programs. The ad that was played did not name a candidate.
You're too fucking fool. It name a candidate, now Andrew Holness is a candidate. You might not tell the boy under the Andrew Holness government, and like under the government, you know, that's why we don't use them. Conflict of interest. Remember, taxpayers' money I use. You forget fired. She forget fired. And say, you know, see nothing wrong with this. You show your hand, lady. You cry. You show them. You understand? You go away. Yes,
it did not name a party, and as such, there is no evidence, as you will know, that we can hold to say that this ad is in fact paid for by a particular government or ministry, and it is supporting a candidate. Or
you such a fool. And like them use a professional from a radio station to the ads, and Andrew Holness himself attack at the under the Andrew Holness state government. What's your thought? No make no fucking sense. This woman is a claffy. She's a Jlp operative. She forget fired. Andrew go around and plant them all over the place. What for me case move him? This are the hey, me tell you say them are idiot, you know. If you just listen and be truthful for yourself, you're good, you know, man. You forget fired for true, you know. You have to get fired. And we're looking at ECJ, if you go and then Uncle Panky that we can tell them, you have to go to prison too. Can maybe in there, I go out with some Uncle Panky. We can't trust you. You have to come out, and we have your name. You have to come out, ma'am.
Or a registered political party. There's no evidence to that, apart from inferences. And we
there is no evidence to that. Another evidence we just have put out to her. Andrew Holness, and I like, in that you, all right. So if they use Diana do the ads, we not see her with the party up and down, we see Big Mama. So you don't want to use Big Mama them, they were appointed out. But say you use somebody else, like a Derek Quiz in advice, and you know, okay, it's time by this and that. Andrew himself upon a pulpit, I preach in podium, I preach to him people them when want trick. And then take it now and just put that and say, and Andrew Holness, and we are country ban and anybody come with negative and trace people. That's how him use for him pulpit and attack him opponent. And then him turn it and say it's ads. And then she says, you know, you're not about this. Eh? She's political. Brand Jamaica. She's from home. You understand? Yeah. You understand?
So that we cannot rely on inferences to prove a case beyond a reasonable doubt.
All right. So what happens here then basically is that there's a huge loophole in the campaign financing regime, which any administration in power can therefore use and abuse to its advantage.
I would not agree with you on that.
No, because right, to put our stand where we see. Because this is clear campaign financing breach. We now ask. We see my use it more and more and just say the office of the Prime Minister. We say tough time I use it too, you know. The office of member, you know. Government have to separate that when you have an election. Yeah? Them just call her name. She don't have the wait name. The office where them the voting office say. ECJ, wait name. Yes. EOJ. I don't get she there. And she depend one of them compliance board there. Me say she must say a liar too. She forget fired. She wanna Andrew plants. she need to get fired. You are foolish this year.
It depends on what exactly you're regarding as a loophole. The reality is that the legislation outlines your duties as a candidate. It outlines your duties as a registered political party. It outlines your duties as a contributor. And one thing is very clear as a contributor. Once any contributor donates over 250,000 or more to a candidate or registered political party, that individual, person, or entity must complete Form 5. And Form 5 is a very simple form. It is asking for the name of the contributor, the entity, it is asking for the name of the contributor, the address, the occupation, as well as the registered political party or candidate who received the contribution. And the contributor must complete Form 6 as well. The name, amount, the check, and whether it was an electronic transfer. So to say that there's a loophole that can be abused or used by any government in power, I think that's a very, very, very strong point that I will not agree with you on.
Mom, it's there. At that time, nobody never do this yet. Nobody never step this bone and do this yet for Angelo. But you are 1 million and you identify yourself so if you deal with the case, if you get fired. And we are looking for any more corruption and we deal with the case. Andrew himself tell the Andrew Holness led government. Me never know say Andrew one of them guy they will do ads himself. Yeah? And then I come off my opponent and I come off anybody who they pan line and and you talk about hear this. So if you get fired, we ask about guilty.
Not all.
Okay, well, let me put it another way then, because I understand what you're describing to us is what the law says and what can currently then be caught by the law. And the reason I'm saying there's a loophole, well, I would actually say there's a huge lacuna. So let me, meaning gap. So let me, for instance, paint a picture. If in the 3 months leading up to an election, a government triples or quadruples its ad spend on public, quote-unquote, public education. And what you're hearing, as I have heard in some of the ads that are being played, is your government working for you, for instance. That's one of the phrases that's being used. How would there not be a very strong argument that what is being done is using public funds to shore up an election campaign? Do you see that how that argument could be made?
You see, I have to be very careful.
I said, your government, I know this guy not do nothing at all. Your government working for you. I'm repeating that some don't say, like Vincent. So it's all the government at work. And they are suffer like dog. You have 28 bank account in them, supposed to up their chat. So I run out with all kind of things I use with taxpayers' money. And I push out idiot ads, misinformation ads, because them not work. And you they are backing you have to lose the job, man. You have go, man. Yeah, man.
I even consider to support an argument like that. For the
she show herself. Yeah? She show herself. Yeah, Betty-Ann. No, but she show herself. Look away. Eh? She under training of court. Yeah, man.
Especially publicly as well. For the simple reason that we at the ECJ have to be very certain at all times that before we can even advance an argument, there is evidence to support that. And we know how government works. There is a budget that government has. It has to go through an entire process.
Mom, the process we attack, but here the ads, remember, Andrew himself do the ads. But what happened with you? You talk about process. Andrew, we pan a them a buy bus the other day. And him said start from the one that pumps valves. Said them start from the because thing they go down in a East Portland. Isaac. Up in a East Portland. And when you look, Andrew run go down there. Right now them no talk about bus after bus after bus. 10 years. And you run out with bus after about some old bus. Instead of them go fix the bus, them put more mileage on the bus them. A bus, you know, with 170,000 miles. Remember, a kilometer we use here? Metric system. That is only can Google, put in 170,000 miles. That have 273 point at that. Just run it over 274,000 kilometers. That means they're far from 300,000. If you have a car for 300,000, then a dead engine, that man. Them bus are all dead bus, 15-year-old. The bus, them older than who carry them a carry go to school. If you're carrying a late people go to school, most of them are turn 15 for go leave the next year. Unless some of them born late. But it's older than everything. Eh? And their school, them, it does barely younger than some of the high school one them. Barely. And them are same age, them are par. Eh? And them they're carrying a about your love with school picking them. And then in front of we, them are use it and I do campaigning that for sure to the government to work. You know I use World Bus campaigning. And by the way, I forgot to play that well, pump valves, or I'm saying the bus them by which part of July, the one of them are coming in. I know no more not coming from the 25, but them spend 1.4 billion, you know. We have problems, you know. We have problems. All right, continue.
Before any monies at all is expended from that budget, the budget has to be approved by the Ministry of Finance. So for us to see...
Yeah, and she come and tell me this far. So she talk to Andrew one is like she the secretary, one of the permanent secretary I tell we. She not permanent secretary, you know. Who she want get less in this? Me not tell her she operative. Eh? She's not a permanent secretary and one of them shut them attack to. She's a Jlp operative. You tell me about approve and budget. We know the ministry run. You don't need to come and tell me you that. I remember they just hire there, you know. For when people have vote, nobody not thief the vote and them count it and blah. She got to budget and no government run. You understand? So she do her government work. We identify her. She's a Jlp operative. You understand? Yeah, man.
On this platform, that the monies are used from that budget for campaign financing or to solicit support for election expenses or to garner support or expend on election. I'll strongly avoid any inferences along that line because we know the process. If it is one thing to know the process and to advance an argument, but when you know how finances are approving government, I cannot agree with that argument at all.
Come on, Vomity, move! You piece of shit, you. You must get fired. I know she come and attack one bag of bullshit. She have to get fired. She's the operative. She must get fired. And you plant these people, she can't tell you oh budget and thing like people now watch the budget and know it go. So if you go away, hear the news here. Hear this now. Nobody not agree with she neither, you know. And you use the taxpayers' money and I run Jlp ads. Everything him have to do it have to bring in criminality in it will stop. Him not supposed to depend the ballot. The guy dangerous. Yeah.
Morning, I'm Paula Ann Porter-Jones, and these are the stories from the Radio Jamaica News Centre. Attorney-at-law and former president of the Advocates Association of Jamaica, Leonard Green, says he is surprised by the approach taken by the Electoral Commission of Jamaica to the use of campaign-style ads by the government. The parliamentary opposition raised objection to the use of government resources to fund what it describes as vulgar, self-serving political propaganda disguised as public service announcements. It called the ads a blatant misuse of public funds by the Jamaica Labour Party. The ECJ believes the campaign-style ads are not problematic and do not fall within its remit. But Mr. Green believes the ads are a clear use of government resources in campaign-style promotion.
Because what it really does, is say to the members of the public is that this government, my government, is doing ABCD, has done ABCD. Now, I don't think the issue of funding is a fundamental consideration. I think we need to look at it as what is the intention of the speaker. What is intended, it is intended to do. And it is clearly intended to give the impression that this is the work we have done. This is the work we are relying on as we move into the election. And I don't think the public will be seeking to make any fine or fanciful distinction as to whether it is no abuse of government funds, etc. It is clearly and patently a campaign ad.
A campaign ad.
Mr. Green says the ECJ is taking the wrong approach to addressing the issue.
On the question of regulation, I don't think the statutory position can help in that situation because the amendment to the legislation seems to be dealing more with campaign funding and how you deal with monies contributed to the respective party. This, I would imagine, comes within an area which we need to look at and see how we can, if at all, legislate or rely on the good judgment of those who are campaigning not to abuse the position of their office in order to do what they're doing. And this is how probably we need to address it from, not from the point of legislation per se.
Attorney at law and former president of the Advocates Association of Jamaica, Leonard Green. He was speaking yesterday on Beyond the Headlines. And attorney at law Clyde Williams has expressed disappointment that the ECJ is taking a narrow view of its role and responsibility in addressing concerns about government's campaign-style advertisements. Mr. Williams says there is a need for more to be done to prevent abuse of public resources during the election season.
Because, again, we want to say this. Somebody has to determine from the content, from the tone, from the visuals, from the timing, whether or not this has crossed the line. It's not going to be so straightforward. And if that's what the ECJ is looking for, a smoking gun, then I'm afraid that they're going to cause, through their inaction, looking for a smoking gun, a lot of abuse by political parties when they form the government.
Attorney at law Clyde Williams.
So you see, when I talk about them have to burn ECJ now. Because when she say culprit their ECJ, so I have to watch them. She a one have to get fired, you know. She have to get fired. And you always come out and do ads himself. Him talk on the camp, a matter of fact, it will make it even worse. Him depend on him campaign thing and talk, and then him use it for ads and say government ads. The man talk on a campaign, I call it at the podium, I call it here. Talk on him campaign thing the other day. And then when you look him put it on Big Mama and say government ads to backside. Government ads, never play it back. You know, such a idiot. Look here.
So when they come to you with
the man talk.
Can you say? Good morning.
You may not see what is happening. So when you see groundbreaking, we have been working.
Yeah, hear it, and you know what's happening. Them campaign him there, I preach this. Him there for them campaign, one of them places when him talk, and then him take it now and put it up to the government of Jamaica, you know, Office of the Prime Minister ads. But my government, Andrew Holness government, him preaches for them campaign and you know do advertisement. And just release it with taxpayers' money as government of Jamaica talk to the people then. Look here.
And people have been talking about this issue of government ads that have been running, and the opposition, in fact, issued a statement expressing concern. What are we talking about? Let's listen into one.
We don't want to have a security force where people fear our police more than they fear gunmen. Every officer here, what they really want when they walk out in their community is that people say, I want my son to follow in your footsteps. They want respect, and they know they can't get that respect if people just fear them as how they fear criminals. So let us invest in building a security force that we can all be proud of. I want the security force that we are building to have ultimate and utmost respect for human rights. Let us make our JCF the force for good, the force to protect us. They were trans.
I know what they are testing him, I do the ads. Two we are born him, when do anytime you born him but something, when them go up and him pulpit, them go preach and then him do it, and then him use taxpayers' money pay this inside the office of the Prime Minister. That office missing 12 billion already, you know. This is where Andrew at the front of the eye. The guy not supposed to live on the ballot box. I mean, I joke, I feel mad, you know. In myself, you know. This guy is a crisis to Jamaica. Me don't know who him feel him can trick. You go trick the Uncle Belly Wanga got them and follow you and them few. Few. This must happen to Jamaica again. Mercy. Yes.
Aggressions in the past. There are members of the force who they haven't got the memo yet, but I'm certain that the system that is in place in the JCF with the new leadership and command, that when officers violate, they will be dealt with. This is a world.
Foolishness, he made them carry nearly 200 people dead. We'll be alive. So to we have done it, when they put out this and thing, you hear it. Can me hear one of them, you know? A big old black tongue one from down in a Portland. I talk about put up it in a buff beer. I'm in a them because me hear the Prime Minister say, and it's not the Prime Minister, he's a piece of shit. Your son, the police, them for mash him up. Because you're heading and betting criminality too. Yes. Hey, police, she what one of them even know. Can you notice? Them send a video, you notice me never chat about fear thing, you know. Because she heading and betting criminality. You know have a son, deal with him. Backside. So them send it through now when them send it a couple times to me. I cut me, I pass it, you know. But it's not the Prime Minister calls himself because he released this. When him done say him for me to the maker and chat him bullshit. And rather than 15 years, me no hear no other Prime Minister do what him do. This guy not supposed to be on the ballot. Me vex. Him not supposed to be on the ballot. None at all. Him statutory declaration not certified. We still have SSL. We still have the whole of them thing to deal with. What am I going to Yeah? At the worst Prime Minister macho in the history of the world. Me think baby that them did bad and Papa that a joke me I make. The man make it that Andrew would make them look like them a angel. Angel. Me think them did bad. Andrew make baby that and Papa that look like angel. Say, hear the ads. No, all this will be a ads. But Andrew himself attack. They are put in pulpit and then use government money, taxpayers money to pay for this. Yeah.
Class policing institution that we are building, one in which you can be proud and one that will be an example for the rest of the region.
When I put this, I use your money and himself attack when him talk about anything and just say government ads. Because at JLP that I use this and people around them way. So I say I could use the government money and pay for my ads then. So we now have to pay for none. SSL closed down, so we now have to go for that money there. We are using government money now. It's illegal. This is a crime. It's illegal. And these are nothing to tell you, we educate people about nothing matter about one go be a bill and all kind of thing. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Yeah, you understand? Yeah.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
You will have, remember, you know, fish headless, the whole of big man, the whole of them watch me, you know. And I'm telling you, effort now that I yes? We have to stop this. We need to stop it. We're not going too much now, man. Look here.
So that ad has been aired on Radio Jamaica. It aired July 18, for instance. Yes. And let's give you an excerpt from another OPM ad. This one aired on Nationwide July 16, reacting to negative sentiments about the government.
This is probably the first government that almost every single day of the week could have.
Oh, this should be an ads. Oh, this should be a government ads. Where I drop but per we were only accountable and drop but on the opposition and drop out by anybody will talk to you. But our taxpayers money are pay for your ads. Go do that. Jamaica Labour Party will pay for them ads and they want to can't chat on the one chat better. This kind of education I like what the woman talk about. This a trace the man come for trace way. And tell me bullshit about him ribbon cutting. Me hear, a matter of fact, me can follow that up. Dear me and talk to him and me look. Him here only come on. And the reason why I'm cut him ribbon, because everywhere him cut one bag of things. You know, him look, hey, Andrew, if you go away, you know. Him if go away. Yeah.
A groundbreaking, a handing over, a contract signing, a commissioning, because enough things are going on in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness-led government.
Oh, this should be an advertisement for the government. We don't let big bed on the platform. him go say this and preach it, and then him just use the office of the prime. Hey, the man I use the office of the prime minister run about a thing, you see. Him break every rule and every laws. Every rules and every laws will govern the country. Mafia rules. This shouldn't even come out. But then again, Big Mama collect and I run this. Big Mama not supposed to get no ads from the government, by the way. No ads. If you owe your tax, and them I break the line up. Big Mama owe over $1.8 billion same way. And you give Big Mama ads. When market you, when you run them now. When you see them, run them. Because you know say them illegal, right? You know say criminality. People have to go to jail one by one. Me never say one by one. 2 by 2 they must go to jail. And that's too small. 3 by 3. You're a mistake. Yeah, brother.
You want now?
Yes.
Have a look issue here we shot. A brother calling sick. They're not one of the.
Oh, me on my life. Me think I call him for knock them, you know.
No.
Yeah, I don't want Andrew. That good man. But hear this now. Hear this. Because me think I call him for knock. Andrew on this with the ads. Hear the ads. This them say government ads. Hear the ads are mistake. That good. Hear this.
16 reacting to negative sentiments about the government.
This is probably the first government that almost every single day of the week could have a groundbreaking, a handing over, a contract signing, a commissioning, because enough things are going on in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness-led government. Enough things. So when they come to you with the negativity about nothing going, you may not see what is happening. So when you see groundbreaking, we have been working 2 years, 3 years before bringing it through a process, and we have all kinds of projects, not in a pipeline. Our projects are on a track, so we have a train line of projects to come.
This message is brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
That's all like a government ads better. That's that Jlp advert.
But hear the truth about that situation. And Holness led administration is the first administration that has, a complete series of PR, right, and nothing behind the PR.
But hear this so.
Government has never done that.
Hear this better. When government have to keep from the party, right? And this is Andrew pan a political party. And Andrew turn around and use the same thing when he chat from the Jlp party and turn around and do ads. Him himself I tell about this government, Andrew Holness-led government, and the EOJ I said there's nothing wrong with it. The woman will come talk, she'll labor right operative. She forget fired too. So some liar come in and say no, but this wrong. Them your Jlp ads. Or if you take with taxpayers' money and appear, say this is the office of the Prime Minister, when you know it's a Jlp advert, them better. You see the man, them a criminal man. A crime, you might commit more crime this, you know.
Hey, look, there's nothing that Andrew Holness can do right now to save Andrew Holness. Nothing. We can guarantee that. There's nothing that Andrew Holness can do to save Andrew Holness. You understand? Because Andrew Holness will be facing the judiciary. So we can go and spin ROM want to spin. You understand? We know we're positive on that he will be facing the judiciary.
Him have to go, man. Me say 1 by 1, but it can't be 1 by 1 and 4 by 4. They must go to prison. 4 by 4.
There's no joking over there. You know, the thing is, when people hear we talking of them, they start choking,
We not make a joke. Then we could have too much hours, brother, every day, and I deal with the money and I make joke. We not make joke and joke. No joke around here. Not 2 by 1.
Exactly.
Eh?
He's going to face the judiciary. He's going to face the judiciary. No two way about that. And we're confident, we're 100% confident that he'll be facing the judiciary. Trust me.
And man, I'm dangerous, man. Man, I take your money and I do this, brother. Taxpayers' money, you know. Could I do something else, you know? Instead of Jlp pay for them ads, him do it on a Jlp platform. And then him just put it on the office of the Prime Minister and put it up and say, it's a government ads. Or if you talk on a platform, the same thing where you're talking about the court piece site and turning a government ads, brother. Eh?
Yeah, that is mad.
And I use government money, I pay, run it on radio. Eh?
Yeah, well, that goes to the level of criminality, and Holness leading a separate government. It's just plain and simple. right? Just plain and simple.
Yes.
Right? And that goes to show you the trickery of Andrew, right? And the level of corruption, right? And that's why I am saying that he's going to face the judicial. Don't worry about that.
And then the woman don't say, you know. That's why I have to watch the ECJ, you know. The OJ. Because the lawyer woman where them look out for these things. Oh, like not name not break the law. But the lawyer them have to come on about her. Diane Jackson be the ask her, you know. And she come up with foolishness and do Andrew say Andrew won the state government. She said no name, no card, no candidate. She had some bullshit. But she forget fired. I have to look at that thing what she had do because she forget charged or something, you know. From she had do this, and I thought them kind of way that me know that she a criminal too, you know. Criminal tended. Yes. Yes. All right. Later, brother. Me up, yeah? Later. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, man, I have to talk to my brethren for one or two because this kind of style. Look here. Let me see this here. Send hand back. Let me just say send hand. What is send hands? Send back. More see this. Send it back to me now. Send it back to me right now. Please and thanks. Fast. Yes. You more see this. Because Vaz ma go on. And I talk about bus after bus after bus. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, brother, I'm up on my life. Soon knock you back. Soon knock you back here. Yeah. See? This is scrap. I talk to my brother here so because I have to bust some things. Talk to him here so when I want to put them. Not playing with them. And by the way, later in up on Titans, we have a brethren who go Cuba. When they talk about this and that and about training, I'm going to tell you about the whole training thing and not go so. Like when they talk, never brethren, man. Now, I'm one of the ups man, them I run through one. You know about him whole training and everything. I'm going to hear him later on the Titans. Can they talk today, you know? They talk today. But we tell him say later, that good, later, yes. See? So when Tiago come out, come talk, I want to see Big Mama, have to come out, come admit, say, well, you know, Tiago them burn on the place, JLP burn on the place, them work with CIA, you know. And you have somebody could that phone, like the one with them say name Vincent or something, and say, you know, one of them said them have to take pill. Because them have an evening tide home, and so much people them kill. Yeah. Because them want power. Them dangerous. Very dangerous. See? Them very dangerous. So them mash up enough people for us. You know, because them look power, you know. You understand? Them look some power. So them do a lot of these things with us. See to look at power. And by the way, who does join? Can we see enough more people does join? Maybe just remind you know, that will pump balls. Maybe just remind you, your wife. Because this year come out here so I read something to be and it's not right. Tell her to correct it. Yeah? Look here.
I need some action. Tender satisfaction.
When you look on this, tell me what it's about the people.
My East Portland family. Women at work.
People with that mark for me. Hey, when I can read this to me, that mark, that mark, I the double O chassis here so. And the ME end up there so, but the double O under this, I work under that, you know. So when I say woman at work mark on these people, caution, please. Any woman at work mark on this, where then get this amount from? Eh? Where them get this amount? When I say any woman at work mark on this?
My East Portland family. Women at work.
I need some action.
Look,
satisfaction.
we're in Comfort Castle. And as you can see, the road is marked to go up to Milbank. I told you all that I was not going to stop until the road, the carpet, reached Milbank. And we are on our way. How you feel when you know, say, Milbank soon get carpet?
No, who do we like get up and go vote for somebody like this now? Eh? And when they can't take, let me tell you something, you know, Portland, East Portland. Then people are going out, you know. And matter of fact, she know the MP, you know. Pump falls around the two places, you know. So I put she there, so him go on and do one work. Because she don't know where she had do none at all. Yeah, she can't make a speech, you know, she talk about body. Then she said, whole body. Yeah? This bad. Them just pass about bus after bus. Them can't run from these things. She's it no good. Stop the handout thing and run with these people. She and her husband forget run away. Both of them. You have to get rid of the both of them. You have to vote them out. Not just she. But him, because I must spend money down a film part and I buy out everything, you know. Come here, say bike and thing. Start running now again. Bike and run. I carry involved, you know. Bike and run. Hey, anything where you want from him, though, you want some chicken, you get it, you know. This is all cheap. Them take the people, them down the fit. Hey, it's wicked, you know. It's wicked over Portland there, you know. It's a goddamn disgrace. And then you don't want to put paper in the same class for one, you know. No, paper in a phone. Paper there university, one of their basic, man. I'm not ready yet, man. I'm at half a corner school the basic too. Yes. Paper there university, where one of their basic. I want to skull it. Backside. Yeah? No, but here this now. We have to put in a system now, forget real representative. You can't take them here and hand out and sell your own soul. Make it situate. Yeah? PR, one good thing she do is jump on the pan, cap it. This is goddamn bullshit. Eh? She said men at work, she said women at work. Somebody, hey, bad girl Tiffy, go talk to her for me, man. Eh? Go talk to her for me, Tiffy. See if we can get a number, call her and tell her stop it now. Eh? And then I jump out, cap it, and bus after bus after bus. And that's how I run out with now, you know. Me, I said to something that she come out with. And I said, them can't go to school. And smoke pan can, but them have to come from school. I head no good. No man, I head no good, man. See? Fear head gone. Oh, and next thing I want to show now, TJ, something important I want to show now. I never shown this yesterday. I need for showing this. When you think about everybody in Jamaica want to do things, please. Don't just come in and face out something and put in something. Because we not chat bulls. We never think about the older people, them. Here what TJ come with. I'm going to put up this right there. TJ. But I want to know now come with enough people at police are more ticket and think from people here. This one not come with the right as well. Yeah? Let me play this.
Jamaican motorists are no longer required to go to the tax office to get their vehicles registered and to get their registration certificates. Is this a move forward or backward? How will this affect the elderly or persons that aren't tech savvy, and how will this benefit the Jamaican people? I'll go into details explaining the process and giving you the ins and outs surrounding this process. So as I would have mentioned, I'll be giving you the details on how to register vehicles in Jamaica now. So it has a new Jamaican vehicle registration procedure and I'm about to list it. So the first thing to take into consideration is that no more decal stickers or the MVRC, that will no longer be issued physically.
So you know, physically. So you get it still physically. Now, Andrew Holness, I'll be a foolish to come with. I'm here when a little one, the mommy return, I read this, you know. I'm a pint it out already, it's a foolish to not go on with, you know. Think about what people them better when you have the things. Think about them. Stop making it sound like you do something when you look at you're giving more damage than anything. You take one step forward and like 1 million step backward. It will stop. Look on this.
So everything is now digital. So it will be an electronic MRVC or an EVRC.
So you get an electronic. Yeah, what them tell you to do now? Watch out. Yeah.
So when registering now, you can do this either online on the TAJ's website or you can do it in person, but you must provide a valid email address. So before you go to the tax office, ensure that you have an email address.
So if you take off sticker, just think about this. You have a lot of elderly people, they never even built an email yet before. Them can't even sign on to a computer. Some of them don't have nothing, them phone just start, brother. You have enough of them people that with vehicle and think them don't have an email. So you gonna know I said they must have a valid email. You move that where them could have just come and get. And you say you have to download it and them have to have it on a phone to show police when them stop them. Brother, Allah couldn't want to lock up this wrong, you know. But not do it wrong. Listen me. We have to roll back something. Put the thing them that them people that want it, get it. But don't do this. Look how much people now have no email. Or if you move this, they all of them elderly get knocked. You have force them to use something with them computer savvy, brother. This don't make no sense. And more money and more charges. Continue.
Set up. An official receipt is issued at the time of the transaction. So the receipt includes instructions on how to access the certificate generation and delivery service, which is also called the CGDS portal. And this is available via TAJ's website. So you can download.
How much of them people that will say drive and ride and they come back and then drive them long time drive and how much of them have email? How much of them know for log on? But now some of them don't even have no access to no computer, much as printer. My God, only thing back here, some man. You can't come in with something and then you just move the thing where the people them used to and then you put them in a more. What happened to you? They must get ticket. They must get ticket. You can't, brother. I hear that thing this and I do. Hey, want to fool some man? Eh? Make the smaller version sticker. Who want them? And then who want to go take it on off a line? But you not do this. Here it is.
Load, generate, and print the EMVRC.
Print.
Now, for private vehicle renewals now, online.
So you generate it and print it. They might give some, so they might send everybody per online, but some of them, remember enough of them don't have the email. Can I read properly? They have the email. Them, or they might build them email. Some of them are older people, they are foreign. So if you want to log on something, you have to have somebody else. Because if you can't somebody else build your email, that means them have your password. Them gonna them log on and use the password. You see the danger where them have put people in. You see the danger where them have put people in. So you have to call somebody, maybe your grandson or who, and when you not have it, what you do? This destructive Andrew Holness, me tell you say, you don't have no head. Brother, you don't have no head, brother. Yeah? Yeah, man, up. You understand? See? This bad. See? So if you call somebody to build your pass, even them give you can't log on. That means them have your password, can't use your thing, do anything, and that's not good again, you know. That's not good for you neither, you know. Yeah? Continue.
Transactions no longer require the tax office visit, so you can renew it from home or receive all your documents digitally. Another thing to take into consideration is that for new registrations or renewals of PPVs, commercial vehicles, diplomatic vehicles, you must still attend the tax office in person due to the additional documentation and verification. So if you're registering a taxi, any PPV, commercial vehicles, or diplomatic vehicles, you
hold on. Yeah, fam, hold on.
My respect to the listener, but we're too deep.
Yes.
So now some information let's go ask you quickly because my understanding is that with this as it relates to the sticker, them actually right now, I can't that because the problem with them I realize might occur is that motorists will be at the disposal of officers to stop them more frequently because the way I'm telling or showing that okay, this motorist
that is it.
License and registered.
Yes.
So them think about the sticker part of it. So them reconsider that aspect of it, but still keep everything else. So in terms of the sticker, them reconsider it, keep the sticker, but then keep everything else as though them have it now. You see, because they realize because you can't tell. There's no way you can tell. You see a vehicle come, you don't know if this vehicle registered or not. You understand? So that is the information we get from the inside source. So
from inside source. But no, them are come with this and the government come. Me tell something to them now in the country, you know. Come here when she read it out to that mommy, I remember she over the school part and she had no sense, none at all in a better. She made the people them extra dance, you know. And when they come with this and I read out, because a political job, them are looking, you know, like people are either, it'll hurt you more. And then, me think say now the police are breathable license plate then. No, you have a print something and carry it with you. That makes sense. Me think a readable license plate. So if them pull you, they might read the plate and say, well, you're up to date.
Yeah, but the plate now, well, I mean, I guess they can't do that. But as all them have it now, before the changes, all them have it is that you cannot drive and police cannot look and see. That's only part time. You see them all the time when police are doing spot check.
Yes.
They might look for the registration of the sticker that they might look for. And for them see them cancel what a vehicle good. So sometimes they make it go on as well as sometimes they still stopping. But at least them already know that a vehicle already done. Everything good with the vehicle. So look at us check insurance or whatever automatic. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So doing away with the sticker is a waste of time. It never makes sense. And my understanding also is that the CG wasn't really with it. But you don't know that come from Minister of Finance.
Because them fufu, she don't have no sense, you know. She, hey, me not tell her, say, well, forget rid of them people, them have to put them out. No, she look like she's sensible. Because she talks slow to, you know. Madam Speaker, you want some water, Minister? Madam Speaker, you need some water, Minister? Drink some water. And the first me must say, Finance Minister fufu, so. Eh? This a garbage, brother.
I just hope so when marketing going and can change a lot of things because a lot of things them do is disruptive and unnecessary. You know, and this what I'm at right now, listen, they can understand if they have the option of doing things online, fine. But they can't restrict people just that option alone. That don't make sense.
Them better not enough people, them to 100,000 people them are hurt. Them are hurt people. Because you know them are telling say you have to have an email. No, you're a big man, you know, live with the youth, them and them not them out, them they are foreign and things. You're a call, smart enough, to be like email for you and do your business where you want to do it. Them can't do anything to your thing, brother.
But they can't tell us, say, my father, it's a big man, he not have an email address.
So you never go build one, I beg somebody go build it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You understand?
I look in can't himself, I look with the computer, but still, you know, I mean, the reason why you can't think of people like that. So you start to a certain way, it's a work for how much years? Why no? Why did have to change? You know? That make no sense. But we just don't want to just get that information based on them receive it. And the listeners and everybody making the most. So when them consider it, I don't know if them have actually change. But because as I said, it's really finance. The THA, they really have much option really when it's finance, they have excellent.
But it has no sense. So we have to change that fast. Because we're going to hurt the people, them brother. Just, you think about what me just tell you. If that come into being, you know, and yesterday must security, people are ball already. All them people are deal with them thing and like them sticker up. And by the way, when you look for your sticker, it remind you, say it so up, you know. When you have something, and then by the way, they must say you have to have it on your phone. Say police stop, you show them, you show it on your phone. You know, that don't make no sense.
The other day, not driving. One thing up here.
Yes.
And police, I saw these people behind the vehicle and they stopped me. You know why I'm stopping me? I stopped me because the sticker me out on the car at the time. They expire. We already have the new one, you know. We never remember to put down the new one for the car.
Yes.
I said, look for the license plate and people expire and stop me. They obviously just a warning, give me a warning, I'm going to change it right away.
Yeah.
But that is the purpose of having the sticker on the vehicle. Police officers can use that and say, okay, that is the vehicle up to date.
Hey, Darrell Vaz, man, if I this, you know, do this a foolishness, you know. Yes. All right. May I hear you? May I hear you now, fam? Yes.
Yeah, man. So let's assess them. So let's hope them really do the right thing. That's all they can assist them and leave it up to that. Because really and true, them do what they want. We've been seeing them do what they want to do. And now the regards, they don't really care about the.
So I will come up with a foolishness there. So the advisor will get out 20 million a year and more. And them can't come with, we have hurt people. Them they put people in consideration and say, no, we have a lot of elder people where them never use internet. Them like them I say, yo, go do it. Say I can't come with the idiot nits. And when the young man I said no, because they're earthly. Oh, you have more authority than me. You're a servant of the people who are talking about authority. Moral authority. And you know the moral, you know. You know none, you know. And the honest. None at all. More moral authority than me. And blah, 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 blah. And I will and I will don't answer the question. Not even one time, brother. Him don't answer. I will look. The court throw it out. Null and void, brother. Null and void, because everything we do is illegal thing to people. Well, mash them up. Eh?
Constantly, that's all. So we're not going to fight. People in Jamaica are not going to fight. We can't talk. It's like we're not going to have I'm also about. You know, I said, with our opinion, I really matter. Them do what they want.
Yes.
And they cannot be. So I just have to walk with you.
All right. I'm going to play this.
All
right, brother. Cool. Yeah, man, I'm going to play this. Watch out.
Have to attend the tax office face to face. Now, authorities like JCF, insurance firms, or financial institutions, they can access the EMVRC via the portal to verify the authenticity. So with this new change now, it has a lot of pros, but there are a few cons as well. So in short, I'm going to tell you how it benefits and hinders the Jamaican people. So I'll start off with the pros. So it's greater convenience. So if you own a private vehicle, for example, you can completely avoid the tax office for your visits.
Oh, no, but it's not pro and con just because greater convenience, so you know, can deal with the computer literate and them good. See? But what to the people them where them don't have the convenience of a computer. And them phone and those are the talker thing. See? So it's not good for most people and a lot of them people that about. See? They can't get the convenience when majority of the population don't have the thing and don't have the know-how, you know. You understand? Continue still.
For renewals, because you know the tax office take long. So this helps to eliminate that time spent in the tax office. Faster processing. So with digital issuances, this eliminates mailing delays or picking up problems. You know, it moves way faster. Improved accessibility. So certificates are accessible anytime via email or via the portal. It's cost effective as well. So you save on paper production and physical decals, no increase in fees. Let me repeat this again, no increase in fees. Enhanced verification. So agencies can quickly verify documents using the portal and reducing fraud. So I don't know how the chopping thing go already. This helps to eliminate that. Longer validity option. So registration can now be issued for up to 2 years, coming up from 6 months or 1 year limit. So now it
so when you not tell you 2 years, remember you have a pay fee. You know why people pay 6 months? Them couldn't find the money. Anybody could have find the money them that pay for them 1 year. So you have got 2 years now when them couldn't find the money for 6 months. Couldn't find the money for 1 year, but you got 2 years. Who that benefit? A few. But tell us that now the brains are dead enough. If you didn't have money, you think you'd already start for 6 months because you remember, you know, you can't already start for the year. But them drop it at 6 months, them could have dropped it at 3. So maybe you not get no money till every 3 months, like how the part you have little money. Or somebody send a little money for you. But you could have still, if you have a little thing, a little bang, and you still could have drive. Because you can't find 1 year money one time and tell you them go to school and things. Then drop it at 6. So if you consider the people, them you know go 2. If you can't find 1, I find 2. You don't drop it at 3 and then you put more people in the net there. So you don't go up, you go down. You open it more for them. 3 months, 6 months, 9, a year. You can't go at 2, you know, but when you do that, you have some people now who say, boy, we couldn't even pay 6 months, but we could have paid 3. I work at thing and then we get an next 3, but we still can't move. Them don't know that, you know. Me tell you, so them, hey, they're not on the brain, you know. For 6 months. That is it. So you have the money for 2 years now. You're not going to take the money the way you could have do all kind of things and turn over and do all. You have a little style, but you have a little vehicle. Why you have to pay 2 years? What a money where you could have turned it and buy 2 more and a banana and go outside and turn over your money. You don't even want to buy it for the year, you buy it for 6 months. And if you could have get it to 3, you could have spent the money in our business and make our next money if you got pay. Eh? Continue.
Go up to 2 years. Now the cons, because even though this sounds good, you know, so some of them something here have some glitches and some issues and it affects a few people as well. So the cons requires email address. Remember, I pointed out that it requires an email address. Not everyone has access to the internet. It doesn't matter how common that seems right now. You have people who have access to the internet. Not everybody has access to reliable.
What them drive. And then if you have a government that care for the people, the masses now have this. Say, you know want to come in with something and say them have you have internet. Them 8 poor people, you know. And the big boy this. And then you have some old people. Them don't understand how to build an email address. So them are cast for about for that, but it's a pata cat. And them are put in the password that tell you. You don't know if you change the password, can't bill. And you don't know if you change the password and them going out if any little thing. Them have your card details, them know. You can't do this. It's a garbage. Continue.
Internet, and this may pose a challenge for persons that aren't tech savvy. You can have older drivers, persons that aren't really literate to deal with online transactions themselves, so that kind of sets them back. Digital reliance, so it requires you to print or download these documents, and not everybody have print, and not everybody have.
Yeah, all right. So it's even worse than when you're going. You don't go look at it every time, but the trouble with it give you. I remember that means you have it download by your phone and you print it and show the police. So then I give you, everybody know. So instead of them a printer and give you, everybody know where I do this, if you have a printer. And them download it. They might give you more problem more than anything else. For you put in she, you know, so she not
have access to the internet. As I would have pointed out before, in-person burdens remain. Remember, you know, owners of commercial vehicles, PPVs, diplomatic vehicles, and new vehicles are still required to visit the tax office. So even though the system changed, you still have to go in the tax office to deal with all of this. No grace period on fitness. So with this situation now, you're not getting no grace period to do your fitness. You must renew immediately once expired.
Oh God, man. Anjo, no come and be a wickedness, so brother. You see what I'm doing? Me tell you, say everything with them come with a either thing. No grace period. So, if you in the front of you, and you're driving them pull you over, and it does expire today, you drive tomorrow morning, remember, you done. Remember, you get a fat ticket, you know. Remember this, you know. So more people are get catch more than anything else. So, and you want to step, them can pressure people, man. Eh? When you under stress, I look some little food and then you run 2 little things and you take a day out there and it's done for you, that's it. Eh? Them make it harder, you know. And them that say them make it easier for you. Eh? Continue.
They not give no time, no buffer time allowed. So even though the roads aren't fit for your car, your car better fit for the road with this new procedure. And there are potential technical hiccups. So users may experience delays or email delivery issues. What if them send it to the wrong email, spam, filters, all of them something there. What you tell the police them so when they stop you and you don't have the email to pull up the information. So, as I would have pointed out before, it hinders a lot of persons. There is this particular Star article that was released on the 22nd of July. This man, he's 60 years old and his name is Donovan White. So he wasn't pleased. He's 60 years old and he really wasn't pleased. He said, me want back the sticker. His daughter was also there and she shared that while me understand so them a try everything online, me concerned about the elder folks because not everybody tech savvy. See, I had pointed that out earlier as well. She told the Star as she helped her father to navigate the online process. And not everybody have people who can help them, and not everybody have people who can help them. And as I've pointed out that we might be trying to eliminate scamming, this can also cause additional scamming because you can get somebody a phone.
Scamming. You see, Andrew Holness, me tell you, say, you know, better. If we have to talk to Andrew, you can understand. So if you want to eliminate scamming and you put people online, what that do? Improve scamming. Improve it. Yeah, boss it bigger. So some people when they go to sound just go deal with for them thing and they black off and then put on them sticker now. Everybody you put per line and make sure and you know solve the scamming problem. Eh? You don't know if you use email, you gotta make somebody build an email for your them tell you. Remember, you know, them put it as simple, anybody can go in and them just put a 1, 2, 3, 4 and tell you 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and them run it back way. Because them want it simple, them remember it too, you know. And then I tell them a name and them put it and them write that down. Them give because them are going out, them can go in at any time. Anytime. Look up by your things and them send it and them know say boom boom boom. But print off on this and carry it and go use it. See? They move and go change. You can't do this. But you might come with a foolishness. Eh? You come with a foolishness. So you just get everybody and push them on line. But tell you say the government I think back way, you know. Back way. See? What am I think about? Yeah, man, it don't make no sense. You understand? Because I'm a Virginia. See? They might think back way. This government don't make no sense whatsoever. None at all. None whatsoever. And by the way, you can't have the one that you put in a education. Yes, brother, what go on? Boy, me hammer them in because Andrew only say after him upon him Jlp pulpit them I preach. Then just chop out part of it and then I use taxpayers' money and pay say government ads. Or if it's upon a Jlp rally, conference floor, I say you burn out people and then you use it for ads better. Criminality better.
I have dishonesty, man.
Man, and your two bare face better.
But bare face is a mile we are putting it, man. I mean, corruption is so rife that we can't find words to describe what the man are going with. And the truth, both its civil society now come out strongly and say, them thing they don't happen. And civil society now realize that we appear Andrew.
Because you see what them that bad planning. Remember civil society, you know. No for them in a civil society, and them the 80 million. Remember the one make the court money were boss, you know. And America watch them, you know. And enough money them boss, you know, better. Billions of coke, you know. Eh?
The people we look on and call them civil society, them same one in a bed with a whole heap of corruption, a lot of the corruption activities, man.
And them same one, man. So them afraid to, you know, say, you know, Marky G come in for them never got jail yet and they look like 1-1, 2x2 and 4x4, them I go.
Right.
You see?
You know, I would just to go back a little bit, just not to sidetrack you, but the story that I hear you were discussing with a gentleman about the new system.
Yes.
The new captain. You know, even one of the biggest disadvantages to the elderly as well, you know.
Yes.
You know that old people might have a little banger phone, or all them do is make call and receive call.
That me talk about, yeah.
You know what to say with this system, you know, by necessity, they must have got incur a lot of expenses to buy a smartphone. You understand?
Yes.
So that is another consideration again, you know, brother.
But them never, when they buy, you beat them up now for man, grab all them phone, them old people, they better.
Of course.
Everything with them are the right, so you can't do that. You can't phase out something and just come in and just move something out of the way like this. Who give them the idea, they better?
I mean, brethren, this is one of the wrongest move never see.
Why?
You phase out something overnight without prior warning. I am sure it catch a lot of us off guard. When I say from the 23rd, we have a phase out this and phase out that.
Yes.
I mean, it's so wrong.
Yeah.
You need to phase it out appropriately and keep the old system until people start to get accustomed to it. Then you gradually phase it out. But you can't just overnight.
No, but a system like that, you know, phase it out. When you introduce a system and you know, phase it out to make who use this or who use that. So you have two both systems for use, you know, phase out that. Because we know we have a lot of elders and we know they, you know, third country know it's here. It's like this, you know, you know, if you go into the bank for nothing at all, they can just, you know, and you choose your online to get your statement and you choose the post. And you can do e-transfer. You can do a lot of things you don't touch your bank. Months apart, you do everything. You sign all the check with your phone. When you have some people go straight to the bank and do it. And latch
Right,
it.
because some
You
people
can just take a
say
picture, you sign that and take a picture and it latch same time in your account and cash out.
Uh-huh.
But yes, still, yeah, you can do that. But yes, still, you're going there. Some people just going there go deal with the teller and what have you. So them your face out, teller better. See?
You have to cater for everybody.
Everybody.
In society, man.
Yes.
You can't just say, look, so their government are really short-sighted, you know, brother.
Them with that right, man, yeah, man.
They're looking to hurt people, man. Without, boy, I can't believe that I really hurt them all people, and then just nothing. Appear lag ahead and make decision.
Brother.
All of the technocrats, them. Me can't understand.
Yeah, man. Remember say when them are working, brother, them no work for the betterment of the country. You know, them. All right.
No.
You remember the car seat. Look how much people I can't draw. Look how much baby mother walk with them, up with them baby man with car seat, brother.
Yeah.
Look at hurt the people, them the same people, them where matter about them love the kids, them. Yeah, put from 0 to 12 in a car seat. And that's the people them know. Eh? And
you know, so the car seat not for the law, do you know?
No, you're not for the book. You're not for the book.
You're not for the book. And tell police about loud, about that pressure.
Yeah, but
still
some are going to remove it, but them have it, yes. Yes. You understand?
They will remove it from the law.
No.
You know, and you know, it's really sad to see how they might treat the people with impunity, boy.
Brother, and by the way, remember that Vaz, they said the bus are coming, them at the last set of bus are coming by when, you know. Or them not coming yet, brother?
You don't expect, you know, say it's a political gimmick, man. You know that, you know.
Yeah? Them have the 25 around up and down. Instead of them, they fix them around up and down all over the place with them.
You know, so you're constant, you have to keep it in the public.
So over $1.8 billion dead, brother. Can't say spend it in a way I say not spend. Him does come and say the man them have to deliver then him pay. But yes, them say him spend it. But the parts them, when I ask him for the parts, I'm saying buy. And in a real time, brother, the man them a campaign in front of our eye. In a real time, with all boss.
Yeah.
That for sure, so the government no work 10 years and them not do nothing at all. 10 years.
So the same all bus them have for the school students.
Yes.
Before school will open, then start to use the bus and make
I don't mileage on it.
I keep depreciating. So
Yes.
by the time school will open,
you know good.
The bus them mash up, you know good.
Them no good.
Never good from morning. I chop money, you know. The amount of money taxpayer lose after this, you know, brother. When they might use it to run election, you know.
Well, me get that video just now with some people running on the middle road on the bus, the school bus, and I can't believe it. In the middle road. If you look if I really Jamaica this hour, you understand?
Seriously?
Yeah, in the middle road them are run.
So the bus them not in yet. Them not retrofit the door them yet.
I mean, I see it. So me have to look at Jamaica this. God know me have to look because they put them in the road, in the middle road. So me have to look at read Jamaica this.
No man, that's almost impossible, man. Because the bus wasn't designed for the Jamaican road condition in the first place. Because we drive on the left side. So
this to look. The people them come off of the bus. Let me show you what me have. Hey, make sure. Let me just say something to Darrell. Make sure I know our bus this. Because it's embarrassing, you know. Make sure I know. Let me just show it. Let me come and get it and them I say are you at the bus. But me can't believe it. But I see him left hand and everything, so me I look. And me show on the bus so me attack. Darrell, now I do me investigate. Me I say which part of Jamaica this. Because you're there run up and down with Pitney and me I tell you say I and pull out with me and you know what watch out. All boss. Better have kids in the road. Look on this, brother. I mean I get to say Darrell a school bus this was that have I can't believe it shot me. So me really have a double check this. See that look here. I see what the bus man all about, you know. Make the youth them put on some school clothes and run out. So me have ask you, me never want to believe it myself. Because Darrell you know hot water. if you come back, come say yes. At the bus, this and them let have some picnic. Let me just look for this for me and show you, brother. Brother, this it's unbelievable, you know. Look on this. Look on this.
See the danger? A left-hand drive school bus stops. Children enter and exit. See the danger? A left-hand drive school bus stops. Children enter and exit directly into oncoming traffic.
I ain't saying go fix the bus. Make sure I don't know with Jamaica this, but this is a left-hand drive school bus. So make sure I get there. Then I come out. It's Darrell. All right. So make sure I you that. Make sure I the bus them this or something I try. Because that's the danger. Instead of the bus them, you can go, you know, fix up the bus them. You have them a maglu with all over the place, so you trick people. He's a goddamn, he's a asset. You see that, brother? Yes.
You're the truth about it. The Prime Minister make a big speech the idea. We tell you, oh, 4 years now, they might deal with the bus and so, I mean, this should certainly contrary to the Prime Minister said. You know, so they might get bus and they might run from diesel because they might get clean air, fuel, and all of the good things.
Yeah.
And make the advice go get left-hand drive.
All bus. Left-hand drive, all bus.
Yeah.
Tell me if it makes sense. Eh? Tell me if it makes sense. And then in a real time, demand them 10 years. More than 9.5 years. So we just call it 10. The man them I use go for some bus April by May by June them come in. But look, them I drive up and down and put more mileage on the whole bus them. And I say, it's a benefit for you, you know. I said, eh? Yes, the man them I hear that, brother.
I hear a little news clip where them I interview the public transport people in the taxi service.
Yes.
Them say, boy, them not have no fear of them bus because certain places where them can't go, the bus them can't go.
Them can't go, them are true. I true them attack. It can't go.
I say them not afraid, them not fear. Because certain places where them can't go, the bus can't go. And furthermore, the bus can't do more than one trip a day.
That's true.
Right.
So all them are carry 300,000 passengers, brother.
Jamaica lose already after them all bus.
I remember we have a fund it, you know. For them a campaign. Jamaica people taxpayers money have a fund this with Darrell Vaz and Andrew them campaign. Jamaica taxpayers money have faced this a campaign. You understand? A campaign with something I run up think on it, you know, we are pay feet, you know. Taxpayers money. Yeah.
Just like that advertisement and when you did suspect they were up.
But hey brother, tell something to me now. Oh, me can hold Andrew and can file and I'm chop them. You notice my pre-MP all the time, dog.
All the while, man.
Them not nothing else to do, you know. Me can just tell them what them are gonna do and what have you when them push it up and you see them just when come do it, right? I'm a chop. Yeah, can them eat them said, man. Yeah.
Them still do it. I know sense of bare face. So you can go and talk, man.
Yeah.
You can go and talk, man. That's what I do. And them do it.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to come out and tell the public, say, the transportation, when I get for Jamaica is a sophisticated type of transportation. We meet
the diesel.
Jamaican specification. Them are move away from diesel and can't thief the fuel anymore. And lo and behold, the Minister of Transport brings a whole diesel bus.
Older than the one them we have. And then try to justify them and say get this and that. Eh? The guys that goddamn disgrace. Hey, people, we are come clap them man in a titan. Just so not me I run because it's some time, you know, kicking. But Andrew Holness, them for chat, but brother, hear this. Andrew Holness, them him rock it up more and more charges, man. And the man from EOJ, you know, she get fired in a brother, no joke about it, you know.
ECJ.
Yeah, man.
Electoral Commission.
Yes. Them call it EOJ too, you know. And ECJ, I believe it or not, yes, man. Yeah, man.
I thought electoral office of Jamaica.
Well, them use it same way. Some of us use it same way. We just use it both of them. Yeah, all right. Yeah, man. So we just use them. All right, brother. No say nothing. Yes. Later, you know, we up. People, right. 8 o'clock. Me there, yeah? Later. Bless.
We a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
we keep like the government of a country. It's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put their life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? Over there, man.
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for so. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more.
Politicians, your judgment coming for so.
Yo, politician, with the evilest mission, who know we blame.